Good morning from Silverthorne, Colorado. I am on my way to the trailhead. Had breakfast. It was okay. But it's a little bit over after 10, so I wanted to take my time leaving town, as always. But that hostel was the best $40 I have ever spent. It was nice, clean rooms, showers, 2 free beers, and the only thing I was missing was laundry, but I didn't have any soap with me, so that's fine. The coffee was great, better than the breakfast place, but have a huge climb ahead of me. Actually, I've already started climbing, so if you can hear it in my voice, this is a road to the trailhead, which is half a mile ahead. Pretty area. You can see all of like Silverthorne, kind of, I believe this is 70, and then the whole town, the outlets and McDonald's, and they even have a TJ Maxx in this town, so it's well established, at least from when I remember coming to snowboard. So back in the day when I was younger, we'd come to Keystone a lot, and Silverthorne was one of just the, Silverthorne and Frisco were one of the towns we either stayed at or hung out. But it's so grown, so it is really, really nice. There's some people skateboarding down the road down there. It's funny. But yeah, I'll see you on the... It's really smoky, so you really can't see the town, but the towns, but it is beautiful down there. It sure is. I will now be going up to the peak. It's got a really weird name, Pertigan Peak or something. Pertigan Peak. I'm going this way to the pass, so this is where the trail starts to thin out and all the locals disappear. So as you can see, there's really no trail, but there's going to be cairns along the way, cairns along the way that are supposed to guide me along with the app. But yeah, headed to the pass. Good morning. So here's where I set up tent. I was only able to do about 12 miles yesterday. I'm gonna go up there and then head down somewhere and then head up a dirt road again, a Jeep road. But hoping I can do more miles today. I lost the trail a couple of times yesterday, so that took some time off too. I started out around 10:30, but there's some condensation, so I'm letting my tent dry a little bit, having like a little snack, and then gonna head out. And so hoping to reconnect with the red line today, and then I'll be on my way. Okay, so first break of the morning. I had a really hard time navigating that trail, and I kind of knew it was going to be rugged, and that I was going to need to navigate. So it's taken me about 3 hours to go a little bit less than 5 miles. So it's definitely was definitely a mental challenge, really, just because I have to be on, whereas before the trail was so clearly marked, I just went and like kept going. So apparently this is a very heavy moose area, so I'm also on the lookout for that. But I'm gonna show you, but at the top of that hill is the actual red line. So I had to go all the way down and then go all the way up, and there's like a dirt road, and I can already see the switchbacks for the dirt road. So long day ahead of me. And then once I get to that ridge line, to that mountain, I'll be on the ridge line for about 6 miles. So I'll have to decide whether I can do the 6 miles tonight or figure out where I'm gonna camp, because I don't want to stay up that high. And so decisions. Let me show you so you can see power lines. Up there, that's the actual red line. The red line is going through those power lines. And so I will be meeting up with the red line, but not after some intense climbing and, well, intense downhill and intense climbing here in a little bit. So, all right, keep it posted. I really do think Mother Nature is like the best landscaper, I guess. Look at that. It's so pretty. Alright, so I'm at the top of a climb. It still looks pretty cloudy. I don't see any lightning or hear any thunder, but this should be the top of my climb for the day. I'm still gonna be pretty exposed, but like everything in Colorado, I've got to rush down and hopefully get to tree line here soon. I still don't hear any thunder or any storms, just kind of cloudy, so I've had that before. I can put up with some rain. It's when it starts to lightning and thunder that I shouldn't be up this high, but hopefully I can get up down this here in a little bit and get to tree line. The trail seems to be going down now, so that's nice. All right, so I just had a quick late lunch. Pink salmon, mayo, spicy mustard, black olives, and hot sauce. It was, oh, and bacon bits, so that was amazing. I also aired out my tent a little bit. It's still a little bit wet, but I'm only going to go another 2.5 miles. And so I think I'll be there early enough to where it'll dry a little bit more if it doesn't rain again. But it's somewhat dry. I just wanted to show you that mountain, if you see the light poles, that's where that was before. I showed you that before. And then here where you see kind of like a pathway, kind of, let me show you where, like right so like right there, I went above, and so this trail just did a like all around, like ooh, all the way around. So I just went around this bowl or valley essentially. There's people camping down there. I saw people bailing from the CDT earlier. Right there where that top of the road is. So it might be them, but who knows? There's also a car down there. I don't know, is that a busy road? But anyways, I guess there's like mining down there. and I might be able to hear it tonight from my campsite, so hopefully that doesn't scare me. But yeah, it only sprinkled like a little bit. As soon as I put on my jacket, of course it stopped. And so now I am just looking for a campsite, which is 2.6 miles, 2.5.